You by the U.S. Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
This is Behind the Game with PJ, live from the Coppel Chevrolet GMC studios on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Here's your host, Priscilla Joseph.
Welcome in to Ticket Weeknights. It's Behind the Game with PJ here on 93.7 The Ticket, theticketfm.com. If anybody was listening earlier, you listened to the inaugural episode of What's the Word? What's the Word? With Noah Pullagates, Javen Wright, and Chancellor Brewington. Be on Thursdays at 7. Sir Chancellor Brewington, as we named him when he first arrived on campus.
He took somebody's head off.
Yeah, that's the thing. But you can join us Behind the Game with PJ, 402-464-5685, the Honda of Lincoln hotline, the Starter Heyman text line, or come see our beautiful faces on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter on the Starter Heyman Jewelers live video stream. Priscilla,
hey,
how are you? How are you doing?
I'm hanging
We
in
missed
there.
a week.
Yeah, we did. I've been struggling a little bit, but we get it by. Just still trying to find the new norm, and I don't know, body's just not cooperating. So
Just the shoulder? Is it just the shoulder? What are we talking about?
No, like yesterday, I couldn't move my hand. I was just telling Rico, it's still
It's swollen. It looks like you punched something.
It does, and I wish I could say I did that, but yeah, there's not really any anger going around right now. So
no cool story.
Yeah, no cool story. But it looked like I had like a whole ball on my hand yesterday, and I couldn't close it. My fingers looked like it was all just one big old mitten. It was awful.
You don't know what it is? Nothing.
It's from my RA.
Okay.
It's a flare, flare up, and I'm struggling with energy and not having any of it, and it's summertime and kids are like, Mom,
let's go play. Yeah, it's a blast.
Yeah.
So much for the off season.
Yeah. Oh no, I don't even know what that word means.
Do you have any kinetic sand?
Listen,
because we just got some for Ellie the other day, and she loves it.
Yes,
and it's actually really nice.
Outside, yeah,
really easy to clean up. It's just super. It feels weird in the hands, but she loves it. It's super easy to clean up. So I'm like, look, all right, cool. Let's do this.
There's actually nothing in this world that is clean. For my kids, okay. I got an Amazon package, and of course they turn the Amazon packages into whatever they want.
It's a fort.
Because we don't have thousands of toys in the house. The
boxes
right?
are more fun to play with.
Right. So they're turning the box into a robot, whatever. So then Mickey Rain's like, hey, I want to go. No, I don't want to do that. I want to color on my face, Mommy. I want to color on my hand, on my shoes. So markers, and then if you give him like color pencils, then he turns my wall into like a little collage,
a masterpiece.
Have you not put up the sheets where they can write on?
No,
I
am definitely not the cool one. I am like anti anything everything that's has to be done. If it's not with the toy, it's outside. Nothing in my house. The anxiety goes through the roof, and I'm telling you, I'm not cool, Mom. I will send my kids. They're like, send Melania over. We're painting. I'm like, absolutely. Here you go. I'm not. There's no painting allowed in my house. Even outside, we've done that.
Not
and
in the backyard. Not some.
They can do it in the grass, but then they're like, both my kids are like allergic to absolutely everything that's green. So, but anyways, yeah. Other than that.
I'm allergic to everything outside. Like I have that thing. Like, I can't kneel in the grass because then I won't walk later on.
Yeah.
Like I know all that stuff.
Yep. I found out when I was like in high school, I had like the allergy tested and
everything.
They're like, the doctor's like, you're allergic to like everything green. Like you need to stay away. I'm like, my dad is a landscaper.
You're gonna have to bubble girl it.
Like he comes in and he smells like green.
But did you do the test and the serum and the whole shebang, and that didn't make it better?
No.
So you're an alien, is what you're saying.
Basically, I don't know.
That's fun.
No, I mean, no. I went through every
I
week.
need to get shots now because right now I'm like
I didn't go
miserable.
through any of that. I don't know what you guys. I don't even know what you guys are talking about.
You don't have allergies?
I do. I'm like allergic to cats.
But you don't have allergies.
Like pollen and stuff. Yeah.
Like
that.
So when they did the prick test on my arm, it looked like I had just taken a beating, like with straps.
Yes, that's how mine was.
And then they created the serum, and I was.
Oh, I don't think I've done the serum.
That's the difference maker.
Oh, okay.
So I'm allergic to like literally everything outside, and as a coach, that's really not.
Sounds like a terrible.
That's a terrible thing. And then, but once I got the testing done, and they found out everything I was allergic to, they created a serum, and then for the first 3 months or so, you go twice a week, and they give you a shot, and you feel miserable for an hour, but then you feel great the rest of the week.
Oh well, I need.
And
to
then
do that.
you build up a tolerance. And then by month 3, maybe month 6, you only go once a week. And then by month 9, it's like once a month.
Oh yeah, I need to do that.
Oh, it's a lifesaver.
Yeah.
It's a lifesaver because I would like Benadryl.
No, I've gotten tested and I'm like basically allergic to everything. And I'm like highly allergic to cats.
Oh yeah.
Same.
Melania's like, can we get a cat? I'm like,
No,
no, mommy's gonna die.
Whenever we go up to Rachel's parents' house, they have like farm cats, and Ellie sees them and she's like, I want a kitty. And I was like, that's fine, but don't ask me to hold you afterwards.
Yeah.
We're not doing that.
Well, like, so this afternoon, I was meeting with Sean, and we had lunch. And then as I was leaving, one of the neighborhood friends brought up a new puppy that they were puppy sitting. Well, puppies see me, and I'm a big playground. So it's like, this is where have you been all my life? I need to flip everything off of you.
Mm-hmm.
And then you give them the belly scratches and the butt scratches. But I also know, and from my past, that I need to go wash my hands immediately.
Yeah.
I didn't do it, and
sometimes you forget.
I felt fine. Now
okay.
Yeah, like it's helped. Like I don't have to take Benadryl. I have one pill that I take at night.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I take like allergy medicine like all day long. That's probably I'm like.
Oh no!
Well, it doesn't do anything for me.
Go get the serum. Go get the serum. Go get the shots.
Yeah.
Do it. You'll be a new person.
Yes.
You'll be a brand new person.
That's what I need.
Yeah.
So yeah. Other than that, I mean, I'm still alive, just not 1,000%. You know. But I'll get
it happens.
Eventually.
It happens. Have you been paying attention to the Women's College World Series that started today?
I have. A lot more recently, but I mean, I think we've talked about it. Like it's so hard for me to watch because I'm not like in it.
Mm-hmm.
And it makes me sad that not that I gave it up, but like I had to have children and stuff like that. And then once I got back into it after having kids, we were moving like every year, and okay, as a coach, I mean, you can relate to this. You build like this relationship with these kids, and especially like when I was doing training, like I get like 9-year-olds, 8-year-olds, and you like see them develop and see their progression within like couple months, right? Mm-hmm. And then like we were in North Louisiana for 3 years, so I had this one girl for 2 years, and it was just like seeing that progression, and then like having to say like, okay, bye, good luck, and they look at you like, wait, what do you mean? Like now, like, who am I going to go see? And I'm like, I have no idea. I don't know anybody else that does less, because I mean, there always is like facilities where people do lessons, but like, I don't know them personally. Mm-hmm. So
have you reached out locally to see who the coaches are? And
no. So like, that's the thing. So I haven't, like, when it comes to like the games, I will watch as much as before my heart starts tugging. I'm like, ha, you're not here. Like, you're not in this, because it's a world. Like, it's not just like a job. Like it's a world. Like you're surrounded by people that are in softball, and like everywhere you go, you end up like meeting, and you know what I mean? Right now I'm in the last 12 years, I've been in football world. So like everywhere I go, it's like football. Mm-hmm. So like when I'm trying to watch softball, it's like, it's like
I miss it.
Yes.
Yeah.
But it's like a little like stab, like
there's like a little ghost just messing with you. It's like, hey, remember when you used to do this? Remember when you were on the field and you were telling these girls what to do? Do you remember? Hey. And
then like my girl, especially like during these times, like my former players will be like, hey, Coach B, like, and they'll be on Instagram and Twitter and all that, and like they'll post a bunch of memes and like, oh, remember when Coach B used to do this to us? And oh, we were in the best shape of our lives because of Coach P, and like all of this stuff, and it's hard.
So what are you waiting for? Why is it? I'm trying to understand why it's hard. You go back to it.
Oh no, I am. I started lessons
Go back.
this week, but I mean, I didn't do it because I wasn't I'm not a woman that was okay to put myself first. And not that it wasn't like myself, but I was not okay for somebody else to raise my children. Mm-hmm. And that was why I stepped away from the game, mm-hmm. because I'm a coach. He's completely gone. Our only option was for somebody else to raise our children. Mm-hmm. And that was not families.
That was not something you were willing to do.
That was not something I'm willing to do. And even now, like, I'm willing to do it if it works in my favor, meaning like my kids are still around. And so we're actually building a batting cage, hitting area, like pitching, in our house. And I'm going in slowly, but I'm going in full force.
You're gonna go.
Yeah,
you're gonna do it.
Yeah, like yes, I went all in. So started with 2 girls yesterday. I mean, like, in love. And then it's nice because like one of our neighbors, their daughter plays, and so she's like really into it. She's like in the garage, like hitting. So I like told Malone, I'm like, hey, go ask her if because it was bothering me. She was making mistakes, right? And I'm like, and then you're on the tee, and then you're like only creating, like, you're making it harder to get away from that mistake, right?
Is that just the coaching? Like, you see somebody doing something that you used to coach, you used to help
like
people
I'm not
correct.
Gonna let somebody do,
and it just bothers you. Like, it digs. That happens with you too, DP. You see things, and you're just like,
you
why?
hear me? Like,
oh no, I know. Have
you met me?
I know you did. I watched a basketball game with you.
Yeah,
that was just the whole time. He's just like, no, you got to this, and I'm sitting there, and I'm like, I was gonna be like, DP. I understand, and I get it. I'm just trying to watch.
I understand.
And he's like, oh, yeah. And then he sits there and he goes, oh.
Well, I have the withdrawals.
It's hard
every day.
Yeah, it's hard
every day. Like, we were talking to the football players, and I'm like, there's so many things I can help you with.
You watched so much film for everybody else. And you're like, this is what needs to happen here. And it's like, well, wait a minute. Why do you know that?
I can help you. And I remember Purdue, 4th quarter, 3rd drive, second sequence.
He's got it all.
So when you say, I want it from a distance, but I still need to be connected to it, because it's a part of you.
Yes.
Like, it's really a part of you.
Yes.
But if you don't feed that, you're going to make yourself miserable.
Right. It will happen in due time when I feel I am okay with being away from my children, mm-hmm. and that, I mean, kids are always going to rely on their mom, right? Like, it's not something that you can just like part ways with and be like, oh, okay. But I would, like, Mickey Rain's 2.5. He's going to be 3. He'll be going into pre-K, mm-hmm. So, and he's also, I think, ready, where my daughter was not ready at that time. Like, she did not start school until she was almost 4, like 3, 4. Mm. And he's like, I want to go to school every day. I'm like, yeah, no, I don't want you to.
You are not leaving.
Yeah, but it also gives me the opportunity to be like, okay, if he's ready, I have to be ready. Mm-hmm. And which will allow me to put myself and my wants and needs ahead of theirs, along with theirs. Yeah. So yeah, it's not that I'm not going to and I don't want to. It's just I'm not your normal person. I'm not willing to put myself.
You're just wired differently.
Yeah, I'm family is it, and that they are the only thing I have. Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna make sure they are good because I am their only constant, and I don't want that to change. I don't want them to be like, oh, I want whoever's watching them. If I hear that too much, it messes with me even.
Hits you right.
More. Yeah. Like, if they're asking for their sitter and I'm like,
I'm right here. Yeah, why do you want them?
What you mean? I'm your mom. Like, no, and obviously it's okay to be away from your kids and stuff and to have my own things and have my own career, which I will, mm-hmm. but I have to be ready. So, yeah, but I'm going in at my pace.
Slowly but surely, you're going to get back into it.
This is the highest point of popularity for the game you love most. Because what's happening with college softball, it's at its apex. Like, I don't think it's ever been this much exposure, this much familiarity with the players and the programs, and then the access, right? There is better coaching. And so the game's kind of calling. I had a softball program. They're like, I know you're a baseball coach, but would you come and help us? And I'm like, I really should. I really should. But I can't. I can't. I don't want to do this. I don't know how you resist it, because it's calling me and it's not even my jam. It's just it's an appetizer that I usually, kind of cut my teeth on. And the game is being played at a higher level now.
It is, but it's also like, if I don't watch it, then I'm completely avoid. And that's what I do. Like, so people will ask me.
How do you just not watch
should I not turn my screen?
No, I mean, you can't watch it.
I can turn the TV on right now.
I was watching it. I've been watching it all day. All day I've been watching
Florida and Oregon State going right now.
Let's watch it. I know when I came in, I was like, wait, why not have the TV on?
Oh no, we were watching it during our show.
I was watching Northwestern get pummeled.
Me and Nick were just talking about this, because Northwestern held their own for about 3 innings. They were up 1-0, and then I look at Nick and I go, "What if?"
True.
I was like, "What if?"
Let's make this a game.
I was like, "What if Northwestern beats Oklahoma?" He goes, "They won't." And I go, "I know they won't, but what if?" And then Oklahoma hit a grand slam, and I was like, "Okay."
No, I was like, Northwestern, what did you do to Oklahoma?
I got mad.
Like, what did you do? They
said something.
Right. Like,
real mad.
Like one of you, whatever thing you were cheering in the 4th inning, stop it.
Yeah.
Like,
you made them real mad.
Oklahoma didn't like.
They're like, all right, we're not playing anymore. Let's go make them sit down.
And also, I don't know what happened to Texas in the regional or in the Big 12 tournament, but they turned it up a notch.
One horns
they
down
got the
too
horns.
many.
They got the horns down.
One horns down too many. They're like,
and they're like, okay, we're not losing.
I beg your pardon. Did you just horns? Oh, okay.
They say, hey, UCLA, how you doing?
Okay.
You're going to have to go home now.
Like, we're talked about all season long. That's cute. Now go take a seat while we take over. That's what they said.
Yeah.
And the games.
And one of the Texas players, I saw this during the game. We were watching it during our show. She went 4 for 4 with 2 singles, a double, and a triple.
Is the game being played with more power? Or are these women hitting the ball harder, further?
Well, they're a lot stronger.
That's what
that's the training in the weight room is now with all the science and all that stuff. And like we were always just taught, like, our most powerful part of our body as females is our legs. But now trainers know how to train softball players to build that strength up, right?
Shoulders. Shoulders.
Well, shoulders as well. But like now, I mean, listen, I don't know if you've seen like all the videos where it's like, I saw like an audio.
I saw your video.
No, I seen an audio that said there was an audio like, and there was some guy like, did like one day these girls just like had a meeting and said, you know what, we're gonna like in the gym, right? Like go hard in the gym, and now they all have backs and shoulders and biceps, and it was funny because it's true. Like in the gym, when I go to the gym, like you don't even just see like girls like sitting on their phone. Like their phones are down, they got their headsets in, and they are pounding, lifting,
getting after it.
Yes, which is what we're doing.
I don't think I would have been recruited today. Like I could run, and I thought I was strong, but compared to the workouts that these baseball players are doing now, I think we had one kid in the entire state of Virginia who threw over 90.
Yeah.
And now, like,
they're
JV dudes are pumping 85. I'm like,
you've got a guy who's not good enough to make varsity who's throwing 90.
I'm like, what is going on here? Like, what is happening? And for the girls, first of all, better defensively, like at every position. Like they do everything better. The arms are better. Like I'm trying to understand.
I'm trying to understand why like now softball's becoming a thing. Like don't get me wrong. I played baseball for until I was 12. I didn't start playing softball until I was 12 years old. And that was like slow pitch. But I played baseball. I was the only girl on the baseball team with all the boys and stuff like that. But it's just so slow, and girls are perfectionists. So, like, I mean, you're wondering why they're so good. It's because, listen, I'm looking across the street from my neighbor. She's a girl, and she's like in the morning hitting off of tee after rep after rep after rep after rep, and then I couldn't take it anymore. I was like, listen, you can't keep making the same wrong rep. But it's just like we have that instilled in us, and now it's like now you have the proper training, the proper strength training, and way better coaching.
Well, with how small the field is, and look, the ball's coming off the bat quick.
Yeah.
Like everything has to be perfect, or you're gonna get hit in the face.
Well, the technology, the bats are better.
Yes.
The ball's more explosive, but yeah, the young ladies are.
Everything's quicker.
I'm still waiting for them to push the fence back, though. Like
I think that's the next thing.
Yeah, well, yeah, but that's been talked about for the last almost 10 years, really.
I think the fence at the Women's College World Series is farther back than a lot of colleges, because you see normal home run hitters who crank it, 20 feet past the wall at Oklahoma City. It's scraping the wall. Like it's getting over, but it's close.
I'm when we go to break, I'm gonna look and see what the home run numbers have been from year to year, because in my head they're more bombs now.
Just look at Jocelyn Allow's home run numbers, because she's just
like it's
crazy.
just well, but I mean, it's just like it's just different. And Lisa Fernandez was on, and she was talking about how she wouldn't be the Hall of Fame pitcher that she goes. I'd be really good, but I wouldn't be in that GOAT territory, because these young ladies now are just slinging. She goes, I wasn't strong enough.
They're
cranking. But not only that, though, like especially for pitchers, now they have like all these balls to help make one certain pitch way better, right? So it's like technology, like just equipment, everything is.
The fields
advanced.
are better. Yeah. The fields, the stadiums are better.
Yeah.
Come on. The first time when I got here and went down, and I was like, what is going on here?
Yeah.
Like those facilities, like the softball field, like we played in where the AAA Richmond Braves played.
Mm-hmm.
Both stadiums down here are better than
a AAA ball field.
Like the softball field was better than the field we played on.
Yeah.
So good for it. I mean, like I said, this is a great time, because having all of the games on ESPN.
Yeah.
Like if we had said 10 years ago, you're going to have these games like this, we would all.
I don't know when it started, but they
Jenny Finch was a big part.
Yeah, they've been all on ESPN
Arizona
for a while.
Yeah.
I've caught myself watching it more and more. Especially now that, married to Rachel, she loves softball. Finally got Ellie where we're sitting at home and she's watching a cartoon,
cute.
And she goes, I want to watch softball. And I go, yes, you do. And then sometimes she goes, I want to watch basketball. And I go, there's no basketball on. We'll watch a different sport. Well,
I have but one question before the break. Are you team ribbon in the hair?
Ooh.
Yeah.
You can answer that after the break.
Okay.
We'll also crack open the Chardonnay.
Yeah.
And we'll get some more softball talk up next on Behind the Game with PJ.
Adventure Golf Center is open for business with 2 mini golf courses and a 3rd course on its way within the month. Enjoy the current courses as well as the batting cages and a shaved ice food truck, and prepare for a new putting course completely uncommon in Nebraska and the Midwest, with 18 holes of par 3s, 4s, and 5s, and a bar on the course. Oh yeah, Adventure Golf Center now sells alcohol too. Play the courses now and prepare to experience the new course within the month at Adventure Golf Center, 56th and Old Chain.
Mike Schaefer here for Trek CBD. Springtime is here, and that means you're outside more in nice weather and maybe even having garage parties with neighbors. The drink of this spring and summer isn't your typical seltzer. It's drinkable Delta 8. Yep, Trek CBD has drinkable Delta 8 seltzers with mango and lime flavors for 4-packs and 12-packs, coming in a variety of mango, watermelon, lime, and berry. They also have hemp-derived Delta 9 syrups to put in your beverages, and as always, the excellent Delta 8 gummies. Trek CBD, CBD done right.
I present the fruitcake. Long the subject of jokes, ridicule, derision, but did the fruitcake accept its place in the culinary totem pole? No! The fruitcake sought to rise to its full potential at Beatrice Bakery. Premium nuts, high-quality fruits, and the delectable trio of brandy, bourbon, and rum. Grandma's fruitcake is no punchline, but a decadent treat that packs a punch of flavor.
Check out Grandma's Fruitcake and all the delicious desserts at Beatrice Bakery. Welcome to our world of yum.
These days, there are more reasons than ever to treat yourself to a great haircut at Great Clips with the online check-in app. So tell us, why do you check in?
I check in because I'm tired of hat hair. I check in because we all need a cut.
I check in so I can feel like me.
And I check in so I look good for you.
No matter why you check in, you'll check out with a great haircut and save time with our online check-in app. Great clips. It's going to be great.
Hi, this is Dave Osted from Osted's Golf. Let us make this your best season yet. Voted a top 100 fitter by Golf Digest, our master fitters have been trained by the same guys that build clubs for PGA pros like Rory, Tiger, DJ, and Jordan. Have old clubs? Trade them in Osted's Value Guide, or have our club specialists get your clubs swinging like new. Go to our website and make your fitting appointment. You're a click away from a better golf game. Play better, have fun, and shop Osted's.
In every office, there's two types of people. There are those who bring in bagels and those who eat the bagels that someone else brought in. Everybody likes the first person. Be that first person. Weekday mornings at 7:30, you have a chance to win a business box of bagels from Bagels & Joe. All you have to do is shut up, Sipple. 2 questions for you, 2 for Sip. Win, and the bagels are yours. Lose, well, you don't want to lose.
You lost Monday, you lost Wednesday, you're a loser.
Shut up, Sipple. Weekday mornings at 7:30, brought to you by Bagels & Joe. 93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Your first alert weather forecast tonight, partly cloudy and mild. Overnight lows 55. Sunshine Friday, very nice. Highs in the lower 80s. I'm NTV Chief Forecaster Kent Fountain for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
We stand on the shoulders of women who came before us.
Women who fought for their own financial futures.
And now it's our turn.
Join us. Visit WeSaySaveIt.org and take control of your financial future by saving for retirement.
A message from AARP and the Ad Council.
Tune in every Monday morning throughout the summer at 6:45 a.m. for golf course reviews on the Nebraska Golf Passport Early Break Golf Tour with Jake Sorensen and Steve Sipple on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Back to Behind the Game with PJ on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back. Behind the Game with PJ. We've got wine. We've opened the wine.
We got Naughty Vine Chardonnay 2018.
Show the people. Show the people. Let them see it. There you go. Beautiful.
Observe everyday indulgences with. Oh God. See, I don't know why I tried to read because I always don't know the words.
Come on, you know words.
No, I can't. You got to read.
You want me to read it?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Observe everyday indulgences with irreverence, flair, and passion.
There you go.
Naughty Wines, California Chardonnay 2018.
It's light and crisp.
Tasty.
Compliments
of Canopy Street Market.
Yeah.
There was a different. I was like, that's not the name.
No,
Canopy Street Market.
What is
Shut
going
up.
on,
Yeah.
Rico?
Wait a minute.
That face was not
My
the
brain.
face we were looking for.
My brain
going on there.
My brain literally
blank.
broke there for a second. It was like, hey, you know this, and my brain's like, nah.
Like Dan was sitting there with his phone ready to tweet at you. He was getting ready to light you up.
Canopy Street Market giving us all of the wine that we indulge ourselves with here on this show.
This
and
one's good.
It has all been delicious. This is
This one's a
extremely
really good
refreshing.
summer wine.
This is extremely refreshing.
It's gonna light you up, man.
This is if I mowed my own lawn and I didn't rent, this would be a lawn mowing wine.
A lawn mowing?
What is a lawn mowing wine?
This is a lawn mowing wine.
At like 6 p.m. I'm sitting outside. I'm watching, or probably not going to watch the sunset, but it's nice and crisp.
It's a
and
lawn
light.
mowing. Not at 6. Not at 6.
I've never heard lawn mowing wine.
It's a lawn mowing wine.
Only Rico.
Yep.
Yeah, you just
like I'll be mowing and I'll stop for a second. I'll walk to my table and I'll take a sip and I go, refreshing.
It's gonna take
go
you
back
forever
go
to
back
do it, Rico.
Hey, doesn't matter. I'll finish the bottle before I finish mowing the lawn.
I'm so confused by that.
Why? There's lawn mowing beers. Why can't there be a lawn mowing wine?
What's a lawn mowing beer?
Just a nice, refreshing beer. That's just,
Bud Light.
that is not a lawn mowing beer.
Bud Light is like water.
Yeah.
Basic.
That's not a lawn mowing beer.
What's a lawn mowing beer?
I don't know how to explain.
Corona?
We've had Corona is beach beer.
Yeah.
No,
it's a beach beer.
No,
Corona is like a Hispanic cookout beer. That's a
But you can
Modelo.
only have Corona. Oh, Modelo for sure. But Corona has to be like, especially with beer. If beer is not ice cold,
not good.
it's terrible.
It's not good.
I'm a beer person. Like I like beer, but if it's not ice cold,
What's your beer of choice?
Yeah, probably Corona with lime and tahini.
Your feeling or opinion on Blue Moon?
Oh my god, I love it's my fave
Okay,
too.
so-
But you know which one's actually my overall fave?
Oh.
Blue Moon Pumpkin Ale. It's only their fall. And I remember when I was pregnant with Melania, because I was pregnant during that time. I was like, told Meg, I'm like, look, go to the store and buy like a little 6-pack of beer. And he was like, you can't drink. I'm like, yeah, but after I deliver, that's what I really,
I just
really
want to look at it.
No, but after I deliver, I really want to drink all 6 beers.
At once. At once. I'm going into this room. Shut the door.
Yeah.
Shut the
Just
door.
want to look at it.
Well, and then wheat is good for breast or milk.
You could have had a
all that.
sip. You could taste it.
Yeah.
You just
But I
couldn't
mean,
chug the
You can't
whole
drink the
bottle.
whole
yeah,
thing.
but I wasn't gonna take a sip. I was gonna be like,
You can't take a sip of the
I can't take
pumpkin
a sip
ale.
of anything.
So Priscilla's giving us the official. The pinky has to go up if you're going.
Oh.
Like
All
she,
the way up.
you see it like she threw it all the way up.
It has to.
Like just
You go, girl.
Yes. Listen. Don't be putting me on blast like that.
No,
You
that
put
was
yourself
you.
on
You did it on
blast.
camera. You did
Blame
the
us.
full.
Nobody pays
Like,
attention.
and
besides...
the pinky to the sky.
Yeah.
Like she wasn't
You
just.
said I can't take a
Listen.
sip. I gotta. Bam!
I mean, as light and crisp as this is, I would totally do it. But we're on air, and that's just not appropriate.
Oh,
That's not-
well, you could.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know.
I'm
Not,
kidding.
not that bad.
Naughty
Just
vines.
fine.
Naughty vines.
Naughty vines.
It's
It
delicious.
wants you to
it's
be
crisp.
naughty.
It's delicious. It's crisp.
Naughty
It's
over the
fantastic.
summer.
Look at you trying to be a connoisseur.
Hold on. I'm trying to remember how Uncle Kev told us to hold it.
No,
you don't want to have your fingers on the like
Why?
glass
Bowl.
because it'll warm it up.
Okay.
So you want to
the
have
bowl.
I
like
knew that.
down here something. I don't remember.
Yes,
exactly
you want to
how
hold it from the bottom like this.
So you know,
We learned that when we went to Napa.
See, pinky up.
there we go. Look at
Pinky has to be up.
Pinky up. Pinky up. Other finger below
Bougie.
that so that you
We
can.
say bougie. We don't say fancy. We say bougie.
Yeah, no. Fancy means you belong. Bougie means I'm trying.
Oh no, I'm not trying.
I'm
I'm above.
I'm trying.
I'm way far than
I've been there.
fanciness.
I've been there, done that. Anyways, back to the Women's College World Series. The game. So game 1, Texas took it to UCLA. Didn't even.
They were upset.
I don't know
about
what
something.
UCLA said to them, but Texas wasn't having it. Blew through UCLA. They're still probably upset about their tickets and their hats. Whatever.
Did you ask Priscilla about Stillwater? Did you ask her about the nightmare that was?
Not yet. We're gonna hit on that a little bit
What
later.
happened?
We'll hit on that a little bit later.
Okay.
But Texas took it to UCLA. Was still upset.
You know,
that
I used to
Arkansas
party
didn't
in
have
Stillwater, right?
that. Did you?
Well, yeah, I went to
Maybe that
Langston.
explains.
Was the micro hotel by Wyndham there when you were?
Right.
Oh no, I don't know.
Yeah, we're gonna get.
Please
into
say
it.
no.
We're gonna
Just
get
say
into
no.
it. We're gonna
Okay,
get
no,
into
it
it.
Just say
So
no.
okay, so
Okay.
regionals for NCAA baseball start tomorrow, and Missouri State, the
Mhm.
Missouri State Bears, are in the Stillwater Regional with Oklahoma State, Grand Canyon, and Arkansas. Missouri State got checked into their hotels last night, and when they were going through their hotels, some of the players discovered some weird things in their hotels. They
and
discovered blood on a bed,
Oh.
pee stains
Oh,
on a bed,
Ew.
fake eyelashes on a counter,
well,
a empty baby bottle,
they had a party in there, didn't they?
holes in a door, lack of a TV, although everything for the TV setup was there.
And underpants.
And a 3XL pair of women's underwear.
That was an interesting night.
In different rooms. No.
Oh, not just this. I was.
Oh, and
this
also
was
bed
all-
bugs. And also bed bugs. All of that was
Oh,
discovered.
and brown
in-
juice in the tub.
Yeah, brown juice. Unexplained stains. They don't know what the stains are. 'Cause they have the
Unidentifiable.
Did they
yeah, they
leave?
have the blood
Oh.
and the pee. Oh yeah, they left.
I was
They
gonna
left.
say,
But this is
But they had
this
to
is the
walk.
super regional.
They
this is
had
the
to
regional.
walk to their other hotel. So it
but
was.
y'all know still, like how tiny Stillwater is.
But still, you're
mean-
you're an NCAA school at a regional, competing to make it to a super regional,
So they should
competing
have
to
yelled at
make
their
it to
school.
the College World Series,
Right.
and
That
you're
was-
at a
That
terrible
was
hotel.
what director of operations.
So people are complaining about the NCAA. People are complaining to the hotel, which he complained to the hotel. That was terrible. And then people are complaining to Missouri State. And my thing is, I think me and DP are in agreement in this. The school picks the hotel. The NCAA
Correct.
gives the school money, but the school picks the hotel. So if you're going to be mad at anybody, you should be mad at the school and whoever picked the hotel.
Director.
You can be mad at the NCAA because everybody's always mad at
and
the NCAA.
housekeeping and travel director.
Yeah.
You get a full list of NCAA compliance measured hotels.
Yeah.
So whoever this was decided, well, the lowest priced
It's like
hotel,
67.
the lowest above that was like 118. They picked the place that went for $67 a night
with
4.5
at super regionals.
regular
when
regionals.
when the price
regular?
for
Yeah,
baseball
still.
Well, but yeah, it's an NCAA event, and
4.5 out of 10 stars is what the reviews were
I
for
can
this.
tell you, their recruiting class is probably going to leave, because I would, after hearing that, be like, not happening.
I
wouldn't go there. I mean, that shows you how much they care about their athletes. They don't.
I mean, and they
don't.
That they couldn't wrangle it together before the players start taking pictures and shooting video.
Mm-hmm.
Listen,
there's
there's nothing faster than an angry athlete.
Yeah.
How about that, right? How about that?
I can only imagine the university's complaints to the athletes, like, don't you delete this, don't tweet this out. The athlete's like, no, we're doing this.
Nope, already done.
No, we're doing
Done.
this.
We did
Sorry,
it
people
about
already
10
saw it.
minutes ago.
People already saw it. Sorry about it.
Already done.
Y'all can go in and delete them all, but guess what? It's out in the universe.
So
already.
yeah, I can imagine the university
And
was
took
not
pictures of
happy
them
about it. But
walking from to the next hotel.
yeah, and
Like,
then
that's
took
the cold-blooded. Like, hey,
Well-
look, just so y'all know, we got to walk.
well, and then the thing where
Wow.
one of them took a picture of the hotel and was like, "Well, nice memories. Good, see you later." Like, I can imagine how the hotel company chain feels about that, and how the university feels about that.
Oh,
It's-
and then the standard Twitter response, blanket response.
yeah, from the hotel.
Oh, please let us know your reservation number and such, and we'll get
Oh
back to you.
gosh, that's like an automated.
Did you ever have
response.
any nightmares traveling?
No, we did not.
Your university treated you well?
All of ours, did. Yes, I did not.
I can't say that. I cannot say that.
Well, I also. Never mind. I can't.
I can't say
I
that
can't
because I
speak
knew
on
too
that.
many
You
directors.
don't have to name the university. You could just tell
No,
the
I meant
story.
like there was this one person.
Oh, it's a okay. No, okay.
Then-
We'll avoid people.
Yeah.
Well, we don't have to name names.
Yeah, we could
I mean,
do
it's
that.
pretty obvious. If I continue, it's
Yeah.
fairly obvious. The
Well,
person that was in charge of our travel, I was like, "This is where we like to stay," and it was done that way. Because I mean, especially at Langston where we were at, I mean, we just
Yeah, there's some programs. There are some programs that don't operate from Nebraska's budget,
That is true.
and so decisions have to be made.
absolutely.
But somebody choosing to pocket the $50 a night for the 50 rooms or whatever, it's a bad choice. It was a bad choice, and you didn't get away with it. And it was like, oh, 3.5 stars. Okay, this how bad?
Out of 10. It
And
wasn't
I-
out of 5.
And I can hear
Oh
them say
my
it. I can hear them
God.
say it. How bad can it be?
Well, there you go.
You should have read some of the reviews.
Shout out to Stillwater.
I just want
And that place just hosted a regional and a super regional for softball.
like Nebraska was there, so I kind of want to like. I'm like Nathan.
What hotel did you get? I think they stayed in a better hotel.
I don't remember.
Nathan took a picture because it was right next to a Chili's because he's obsessed with Chili's.
He now has a deal with Chili's. I'm pretty sure.
Probably.
Pretty sure.
This water cooler sponsored by Chili's.
He was like, "Hey, Chili's, love you."
Hey, love
And they were
you.
like, "Hey, we love you too." And I was like, "What is going on?"
I was like, why are you obsessed with Chili's? But no, he took a picture of the
So were
hotel
my parents.
right next to Chili's, but it was a bigger hotel. It didn't look like the Wyndham.
No, seriously,
the
my parents
microtel.
like go eat at Chili's by their house like probably 3 times a week.
I've eaten at the Chili's in town here like twice.
That
was
one's
really
always
good.
empty.
It was really good.
The one
It
that-
is, yeah.
I don't
Down
like-
out south?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good, but there's like nobody there.
Why?
I don't think I've been there.
I went there. Me and Rachel went there when like all the old people were there. It was before we had
Hey,
kids.
go easy.
So-
No, I mean like not you old. I mean like old.
Please, sir.
I mean like
Are you
like
in the old category?
he is.
Oh, okay.
He's more robot than man.
Oh.
True. Facts.
So that's the only reason he's old.
Oh,
If he was less robot than man, he'd
well,
be.
no, my
he would just be
brother's in town, and
middle-aged.
he's like, "Hey, let's go to Chili's," and then he's like, every time he's like, "Why is this Chili's always empty?" And I'm like, "Well, because Melania, they like it's not even the food; it's really the dessert, right? The molten lava cake,
Chocolate cake,
So
yeah.
good.
So that's like
So good.
that's the
That's
thing.
fair.
Right? Like
That's
that's
fair. That's fair.
we'll eat whatever,
Shout
and
out
then
to the molten lava cake.
and then not really eat, but eat all the dessert, right? So
That's
it's like,
fair.
but it's always empty. It must not be good. I'm like, I don't know.
I mean, we went there before we had
I don't
kids.
know where people eat here.
And there was like some old dude eating by
I
himself
don't know where they eat either.
everywhere.
Listen, we eat at Chick-fil-A. The people at Chick-fil-A know the Joseph family by name, by order,
Hey,
by
you guys
everything.
again.
I can't.
You can't. It's okay.
What, Chick-fil-A?
It's okay.
Oh no, I'm not kidding you. Like me and Mickey Rain have a lunch date every Tuesday when I pick him up from school.
Mhm.
I mean, he goes to school on Tuesday and Thursdays, but for some reason on Tuesday he's like, "I want some baby cheese." And I'm like, all right. So it became a thing. So we would go and he's like, baby cheese. And then like the guy that was ordering, he's like, I don't think we have any baby cheese. I'm like, no, that's what he calls mac and cheese. So like we'll walk in, he's like, oh, baby cheese is here. But now like they know it's the little Mickey. So they're like, oh, there's little Mickey.
Well, you're a couple of weeks from getting some real baby cheese. Gonna take her out to Mary Ellen's.
That's some good baby cheese.
Have we been to Mary Ellen?
I don't know. If you haven't, you must go.
If you don't remember, then you haven't.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah. This will be no slight to every other restaurant in the entire Lancaster area,
But also kind of.
but no, they
Oh,
do.
I can't wait.
They do different.
Listen, Mickey last weekend's like, hey, y'all want to go? I swear, this is how bad his like accent is, right? That 12 years later, I still can't understand him sometimes. He's like, y'all want to go to Billie Jean's? I'm like, sure. Like, all right, I've never been to Billie Jean's, right? And we pull up to Village Inn.
Oh,
I was like,
oh.
I was like, you said Billie Jean's. He said, no, I didn't. I said Village Inn. Listen, he's gonna kill me. I love you, babe. Oh my god, he's gonna kill me.
I am done.
Yeah, sometimes I forget I'm on the radio. Listen, he's gonna kill me.
I am done. That is it.
I swear to God, I was like, I thought you said. He goes, I said Village Inn. I'm like, no, now you said Village Inn.
Oh, I am
go to Billie Jean.
I am done.
You can hear him say it. Though. Yeah.
I am done.
Can't you hear
I'm
him?
a dead. I'm a dead man
That
right
is
now.
great. You know
Dead.
what? Hey,
Dead.
on that note, we're gonna go to break. We'll be right back with more behind the game with PJ.
If I get a text message, y'all, I'm in trouble.
You know you want that smoky, tangy, sweet, and spicy sauced and tossed Wingstop. But you just brought a haul of groceries home from the store. It's cool. No one expects you to shop and cook in the same day. So let the flavor experts at Wingstop hook you up with mouth-watering wings, crispy tenders and thighs, fries and sides delivered to your door. You can always cook tomorrow. That's why the fridge was invented. Get it delivered at wingstop.com.
Order your Wingstop online at 28th and Superior, 50th and O Street, and 29th and Pine Lake.
Sandhills Global is hiring. Check out sandhills.jobs for more information. Sandhills is looking to fill hundreds of new openings in sales, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Sandhills has a professional culture and is fast-paced with a focus on growth, innovation, and leading-edge technologies. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Apply today at sandhills.jobs. Open for business with 2 mini golf courses and a third course on its way within the month. Enjoy the current courses as well as the batting cages in a shaved ice food truck and prepare for a new putting course completely uncommon in Nebraska and the Midwest with 18 holes of par 3s, 4s, and 5s and a bar on the course. Oh yeah, Adventure Golf Center now sells alcohol too. Play the courses now and prepare to experience the new course within the month at Adventure Golf Center, 56th and Old Chain.
Hey, sports fans, Rico here with HIS Auto Care 70th and Van Dorn. Carfax recently awarded us as a top-rated auto service center for 2020, and Lincoln Choice Awards voted us as the 2021 top independent auto repair center. Call us at 402-488-8934 for superior service bumper to bumper. Mention this ad and get 7% off. Doesn't get any better than that. Rico for his Auto Care 70th and Van Dorn. God bless you.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Your first alert weather forecast tonight, partly cloudy and mild. Overnight lows 55. Sunshine Friday, very nice. Highs in the lower 80s. I'm NTV Chief Forecaster Kent Fountain for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Tune in every Monday morning throughout the summer at 6:45 a.m. for golf course reviews on the Nebraska Golf Passport Early Break Golf Tour with Jake Sorensen and Steve Sipple on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Steve's Garage Doors and Services is under new management, but has the same great service as before. If your current garage door seems outdated or isn't working properly, call their new number at 402-480-2840 to schedule service or get a new door ordered. Steve's can repair most types of garage doors and can always point you in the right direction to get the job done. Give Steve's Garage Doors and Services a call today at 402-480-2840. That's 402-480-2840.
Hi, this is Dave Osted from Osted's Golf. Let us make this your best season yet. Voted a top 100 fitter by Golf Digest, our master fitters have been trained by the same guys that build clubs for PGA pros like Rory, Tiger, DJ, and Jordan. Have old clubs? Trade them in Osted's Value Guide, or have our club specialists get your clubs swinging like new. Go to our website, make your fitting appointment. You're a click away from a better golf game. Play better, have fun, and shop Osted's.
I present the fruitcake. Long the subject of jokes, ridicule, derision, but did the fruitcake accept its place in the culinary totem pole? No! The fruitcake sought to rise to its full potential at Beatrice Bakery. Premium nuts, high-quality fruits, and the delectable trio of brandy, bourbon, and rum. Grandma's fruitcake is no punchline, but a decadent treat that packs a punch of flavor.
Check out Grandma's Fruitcake and all the delicious desserts at Beatrice Bakery. Welcome to our world of yum.
I'm Smokey Bear, and I made an assistant to help you out, because only you can prevent wildfires.
Hey, Assistant Smokey Bear, call me Papa Bear, because I'm grilling up dinner. Do you get it?
Yes, good job.
So, what should I do with all these coals?
Don't just toss them out. Put them in a metal container because those embers can start a wildfire.
I understand. The stakes are high.
Ha, 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 ha.
Learn more at SmokeyBear.com.
Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
Behind the Game with PJ with Priscilla Joseph on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back to Behind the Game with PJ. Final segment of the first hour. It's going by quickly. Maybe it's the wine. Maybe it's the fun conversation. It's definitely the wine. Hit us up, 402-464-5685, Honda of Lincoln Hotline, Starter Heyman text line. Join us, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Starter Heyman Jewelers, live video stream. Again, ask any kind of question you want, and we might answer it. We might not also, but, just throw a question out there. Might. That's a big
shout
might.
out to DP for joining our little segment here.
Our soiree.
Our wine down Thursday.
Occupy a little time.
We hadn't seen your beautiful face lately.
I
haven't. You have.
I see it every day.
Well, you do. I don't. I'm only here once a week. And he's always gone.
You gotta change that.
No.
You can
change it.
Come whenever you want. The door's open, literally.
Always?
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah.
Always unlocked.
It's kind of how this works.
Just hop onto somebody's show.
You family now.
What are they gonna say? What are they gonna say? No?
I don't know. Next week, I think Melania says she wants to come on.
Come on.
Okay. Ellie says it all the time. She says, Sean, I want to go with you to work. That one time when we were out, and
She's been practicing.
I put the headset on her, and she, like, every time she, I want to go to work with you. You were working, you were talking, I was helping. And I was like, sure, baby girl. She's like, I was talking, you were playing on the computer. I was like, I wasn't, but okay.
Fair.
I want to go to work with you.
That's
and I go,
right.
Fair. You're not going to do it. I know you won't.
Fair. It might be all be true.
Turns 3 in 2 weeks.
So what I needed is the Michael Jackson version of Village Inn.
Yo, he's gonna kill me. I'm gonna like be in so
Billie
much
Jean.
shock.
Village Inn. Got my food.
I swear to God, he said Billie
Village
Jean. I'm like,
Inn.
oh, that sounds like a good little soul restaurant.
That
Let's
is-
go.
Love all the food.
That is.
I did not. Sorry, Village Inn.
And then he moonwalked away.
with a pie.
Yeah, right.
I did not. I don't like pies.
What?
I don't like pies or cakes.
Really?
Yeah.
Who
I told
hurt you?
I'm wired a little differently.
Who hurt you?
That's not being wired different. That's just
Yes.
cake.
that's just being broken.
Cake is the one official food from the heavens. It's the only thing you can't really mess up.
Cake and Mountain Dew.
That is called an addiction.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I don't know what to do with you.
Whatever.
Yeah,
Mountain Dew.
No, cake is
But cake is
not-
delicious.
Cookies.
No cake?
Cookies. I'm a cookie person.
What's your cookie jam?
Just chocolate chip cookie.
Mm,
Yeah.
basic.
Basic. Very basic. But cake? No, not really.
Would you classify yourself as a basic person?
Oh no.
Okay. Okay.
I mean, I'm
Okay.
basic when it comes to a
okay,
chocolate
because you
chip
said that
cookie.
way too comfortable.
Oh no, I'm like
like,
basic
oh,
when
yeah.
it comes to like cookies.
cookies.
I don't like sugar
affected you
cookies.
more.
I don't like
So
all
you just
those
don't like
fancy-
sugar. That's
I don't.
okay.
Yeah.
That's fine.
And it was I think it happened it was after like a detox I did. I don't
Just complete opposites because all I eat is sugar.
no.
Ask anybody in the office.
Have you been around him around like Pop Tarts? Have
No,
you seen
last
him?
time he tried getting me to eat one and I was like,
Do you love Pop Tarts?
that's like straight sugar.
You've never
Yeah,
have
it's
you ever
good.
seen him eat one and then watch the movie Gremlins where he turns into evil
It's delicious.
Rico?
It's like
Yeah.
sugar.
Yeah.
All day, every day.
Yeah,
Drink
straight into the
Coke,
veins.
drink your Coke for breakfast.
What?
Yeah,
No.
It's the best start to the day.
I was never that young.
I drink black coffee to start the day.
Yeah.
Mine's black coffee. It's just carbonated. That's the same thing.
No.
No,
Wakes you-
yours
wakes
is
you up.
cold.
No.
Mine is
Wakes
nice
you up.
and
You
warm.
can get iced coffee.
Mine's nice and warm.
Why would you get
Iced coffee. I
Plenty
know.
of people get iced coffee.
Why?
I don't know. I don't drink it. Don't come for me.
Wrong
That's
with
awful.
People
Yeah.
love iced coffee.
Why would you make coffee cold?
I don't
you? Like
know.
just get cold coffee. Just have people.
That's what it is. But
make
you
old-
throw ice in it.
No, make old coffee. Just take the old coffee.
No, because
There you
old coffee doesn't taste as iced coffee. It's fresh coffee. You put it on ice.
Look, you defending it like you drink it.
I don't drink it. I'm just I'm defending all the people that drink iced coffee. I'm here for you.
I got nothing
Mm-mm.
for him.
Strange
neither.
people who drink iced coffee.
I got nothing for him.
I need hot coffee.
Yeah, hot
I
coffee.
can't even imagine.
But I only drink it in the morning. I'm not one of those that can drink it all day.
I could
just
I
one
could go
cup.
for a good afternoon coffee randomly.
Unless it's like cold, which is
See.
always cold here.
Just-
Like when it was like 30 degrees all the damn time.
Yeah.
I was
No,
like,
we're hitting the 80s. We're hitting the 80s now.
I mean, it feels like
Moving up.
70.
Just wait for 2
So
weeks
you
from
see
now. It's
the
College
girl
World
from the
Series
College World
starts.
Series,
isn't
She
it?
brought her baby on the set.
That's right.
So you have full permission now, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna be coaching third base with my kid.
Perfect.
There you go.
You should be the ball girl. Be doing that.
Be a problem.
Put that all in. So worried about you guys.
Make sure she has a little face mask.
Put the
helmet.
batting. Yeah, fully patched.
Oh,
she
yeah,
wears
see?
all the catcher's gear.
Okay, so
even
I have
if-
a question.
She wears all the catcher's gear, even if she's not catching.
Scott's
Wait, so I have a question. So do you guys think? I mean, I know some baseball coaches, but do you think by now they feel like completely left out? Like they're the only coaches that actually wear uniforms.
some don't.
I loved game day because of that. I love putting
You
the
liked
uniform on.
putting the uniform.
would
I
on.
be-
love putting the uniform on. But I
Like,
also,
what if I, as a softball coach, wore a softball?
Oh, that would be
uniform?
amazing.
That would be fine. Softball
It would
coaches
be
wear uniforms. That'd be
amazing.
fine. It'd be weird if any others. Can you imagine? Can you
Basketball
imagine
coaches.
Fred Hoiberg on the sideline with a
Oh, why not?
Or like
I need that to be a thing.
football coaches
Let's
with
make
like
that a
full
thing.
gear.
Scott Frost is just wearing his old jersey.
Let's make that a
like
thing.
his old jersey, like the
No,
like
why?
the,
Let's
like
make that a thing. Don't you want to see Mickey run the tunnel? Wearing
the-
his old uniform.
he's got the tearaway. The
Right.
cutoff.
right. Like we need that. We need that. We
With the beer
deserve that.
belly out.
We deserve
You
that.
know what? I'm in.
That should be an event.
Yeah, we
What do you think?
deserve that.
A 1 day thing. That should be.
Well,
a
you
For
have
one
so
game.
you have the NCAA, the Coaches Against Cancer. They wear sneakers for one game. Like, why can't they wear jerseys?
I'm fully in with them wearing the uniforms.
Mostly because I want to see Bob. I want to see Bob.
Oh, the
Huggins.
mesh, the half mesh,
I want
the
the
midriff.
beer belly.
I want to see
midriff.
Bob Huggins, West Virginia's head coach, in a jersey.
Oh, he would go full headband and knee pads.
Sitting on his.
He had the knee pads and the elbow pads.
Sitting on his stool. Sitting on his stool, just chilling.
No, we need that. We need all of
Shout out to Bob Huggins. But we're gonna take a break. We'll get to the top of the hour, the second hour of Behind the Game with PJ right here on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Tune in every Monday morning throughout the summer at 6:45 a.m. for golf course reviews on the Nebraska Golf Passport Early Break Golf Tour with Jake Sorensen and Steve Sipple on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. 93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by Security First Bank, a relationship you can count on.
Your first alert weather forecast tonight, partly cloudy and mild. Overnight lows 55. Sunshine Friday, very nice. Highs in the lower 80s. I'm NTV Chief Forecaster Ken Fountain for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Mike Schaefer here for Trek CBD. Springtime is here, and that means you're outside more in nice weather and maybe even having garage parties with neighbors. The drink of this spring and summer isn't your typical seltzer. It's drinkable Delta 8. Yep, Trek CBD has drinkable Delta 8 seltzers with mango and lime flavors for 4-packs and 12-packs, coming in a variety of mango, watermelon, lime, and berry. They also have hemp-derived Delta 9 syrups to put in your beverages, and as always, the excellent Delta 8 gummies. Trek CBD, CBD done right.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Gaina Trucking guarantees a 40-hour work week year-round, and their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
As an 18-year-old, I let my mistakes kind of take over my life. I was 0.5 credits away from completing high school, and I didn't do it.
10 years later, at age 28, Jackie finished her high school diploma.
When I found out that I was pregnant, I know that I had to do something for myself if I wanted to make her a better person and provide a better life for her. My family never stopped pushing for me to be better because they knew what I could become and who I could become as a person. My support team is amazing. The educational director, my sister, and even my 7-year-old daughter has just been more than the support that I could ask for. I've been given an opportunity, and I'm just thankful for it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Springtime is here, and it's time to get to work on outdoor projects. Deck City is a great place to start as Lincoln's local source for everything decks. Deck City has everything you need to build the deck of your dreams, from treated lumber to Westbury aluminum railings and TimberTech composite decking. Call them today to schedule an appointment at 402-480-6671. Go online at deckcityne.com or visit their new location just north of 33rd and Cornhusker Highway.
You know you want that smoky, tangy, sweet, and spicy sauced and tossed Wingstop. But you just brought a haul of groceries home from the store. It's cool. No one expects you to shop and cook in the same day. So let the flavor experts at Wingstop hook you up with mouth-watering wings, crispy tenders and thighs, fries and sides delivered to your door. You can always cook tomorrow. That's why the fridge was invented. Get it delivered at wingstop.com.
Order your Wingstop online at 28th and Superior, 50th and O Street, and 29th and Pine Lake.
You want to feel important. You want to be a part of something bigger, something that matters and can help change things. You want to feel like you belong. We know. We felt that way too, and that's why we did something about it. We aren't just Army National Guard soldiers. We are normal people just like you. But our part-time service in the Army National Guard means we get to be more. When our communities are in need, we get the chance to stand up and do something about it. We get to serve in our own region and help the people we call neighbors. Whether they are in the mountains of New Mexico, the plains of Nebraska and Kansas, the ranches of Oklahoma and Texas, the farmlands of Missouri and Arkansas, or the bayous of Louisiana, we are here for our hometowns. And together, we can make a difference. Take on your legacy. Visit NationalGuard.com to find out more.
Sponsored by the Nebraska Army National Guard. Aired by the Nebraska Broadcasters Association at this station.
Working at Continental in Lincoln isn't a job, it's a career. And right now they've raised wages again and they're hiring for production operators at $22.07 per hour and other select jobs starting at $23.77 per hour, with wages growing up to $29.71 per hour. Continental also has salaried jobs available and great benefits, plus medical and prescription costs at very low premiums. Dental, vision, and life insurance are offered at no premium cost to the associates. To learn more or to apply, go to continental-jobs.com with keyword Lincoln. Come work at Continental today.
When you're high, you feel different. You think different, you talk different, you draw different, you listen to music different, but you probably knew that. Problem is, you also drive different, and not in a good way. That's why driving high is illegal everywhere. So if you're high, just don't drive. Make a plan to get a sober ride. Because if you feel different, you drive different. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. This is Behind the Game with PJ. Live from the Coppell Chevrolet GMC studios on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Here's your host, Priscilla Joseph.
Welcome back to the second hour of Behind the Game with PJ right here on 93.7 The Ticket, theticketfm.com. Our good friend DP has some business to take care to.
I guess he had to leave us.
So he had to dip out, but we're still here.
The good times are still rolling.
To have a grand old time, and I hope that all of you join us. 402-464-5685, Honda Lincoln Hotline, Starter Heyman Jewelers text line, and the Starter Heyman Jewelers live video stream, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter. Leave a comment, ask a question. We might answer it. We might not answer it. Who knows?
Holla.
But we're here.
Give us a
and,
try.
and we would like some interaction. Come on, just hit us up, interact with us. We had Scott, who I think he's defending iced coffee, said nobody drinks black coffee iced, but a good creamy sugary coffee is good on ice.
I just can't get with cold coffee. I've tried it, but I
don't mind it. Well, what about like the I don't know, when they like grind it up in the ice, and so it's frappuccinos or whatever it is.
I think when I was like in high school, when I liked all this sugar stuff,
when the sugar was good.
Yeah, when the sugar was good. Yeah, but no, it's because I did like a detox one. Me and Mickey for Lent, we gave sugar and everything up, and that was
ever since then you've just been like.
I mean, I think it was like 10 years ago.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. So. And then, like, we gave up coffee because we were like drinking it a lot. Yeah, constantly with all the sugar, all the creamer, and all that stuff. So we gave it up. And then when we decided, we went through Lent and even after some, because we're like, like, how are we going to drink coffee again? We decided to just go with black coffee and then stuck with it.
I can't do. Rachel drinks black coffee. I can't do it.
Yeah.
I've tried. I'm just like, oh yeah, just pour a cup of coffee and you just drink it. Like it's so simple. And I try to go, nope. Can't do this. Put some creamer, put some sugar.
Like, you have to
good
drink.
To go.
We have to drink good. Like you can't just like have cheap coffee because cheap black coffee.
You bougie black coffee.
Yeah, I'm bougie everything. I tell you, bougie wine, bougie coffee.
Man.
That's what Melanie calls me. She's like, "Oh, you're just so bougie."
It's perfect. It's perfect.
It won't take long till you follow.
I won't. I'm not gonna be bougie. I'm fine just the way I am. I'm good.
I'll get you there.
Please don't. So Women's College World Series still going on, obviously. So we've got
turn it on.
Game 3. I can just give me a second. We got Game 3 going on.
Okay.
Florida, Oregon State. Florida's ranked 14th. Oregon State unranked. Florida's currently up 7-1 in the bottom of the 6th. Florida's up to bat. 1 out. Again, they're up 7-1 on Oregon State. And the late game today, the final game today, Arizona, unranked, takes on number 7 Oklahoma State, who Husker fans are more than understand. They know who they are. We know who Oklahoma State is. So that is the thing. That is 8:30 on ESPN. Probably not 8:30, maybe a little bit later, considering it's 8:10 and this game is in the bottom of the 6th. So just stay glued to ESPN and you'll catch yourself some high level
unless
softball.
they score 2 runs.
Yes, I think it's
8.
Yeah,
after
8 after
6.
6 or 5. I think it's
Something
6.
like that.
Whatever.
I think it's 6. I think
it's
6.
If you score 8 runs over whoever, you'll win the game. It's
Game
fine.
over.
But high level volleyball being played, or softball being played right now.
Yes.
And for the local people, Oklahoma Freshman of the Year pitcher Jordy Ball, who has been injured since late in the season, didn't pitch in the regional, didn't pitch in the super regional, made her first postseason appearance today. She pitched a third of an inning, allowed 2 hits, got the final out, didn't allow any runs in Oklahoma's victory over Northwestern. So the Papillion product, who, again, won Freshman of the Year with like a .3 ERA, finally got her postseason debut for Oklahoma.
So was it a thing when she chose Oklahoma?
So that story is a story. She was committed to Nebraska, I believe, before she got to high school or early on in her high school career, decommitted at some point, and then committed to Oklahoma before her or midway through her junior year. It was before her senior year. She had committed to Oklahoma, so she played about a season and a season and a half being committed to Oklahoma. So,
but she was the best pitcher in the country.
Yes, she was the best player, best pitcher in the country going to Oklahoma.
Which Oklahoma, I'm only in reference because it's the world that I live in now. But Oklahoma for softball is like the Alabama in football.
Yes, Oklahoma, and Alabama are both like softball powerhouses. UCLA has the most softball championships, but currently in its current iteration of softball, Alabama and Oklahoma, mostly Oklahoma, are the powerhouses.
Yeah.
And as you saw, Alabama got ousted in their own regional by Stanford. And not even 2 days later, 5 or 6 players transferred out of the Alabama program.
I wonder what happened.
No idea. Nobody's talking. But their best player tweeted that she was staying and tweeted out like a whole,
dialogue.
Thank you to the coach and how great he is. If you want to read between the lines, maybe there's something there.
There always is.
There's always a little something, something.
Always.
Have you?
I mean, I feel like now, even in social media, like even basic posts there's like so many subliminal messages. Always, like in every post, I'm like,
Every little bit, there's always something.
Right, like because it's all about the caption. It's all about like whatever's written and whatever. And they're like,
You're like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
What is
Wait,
this?
what is this?
And people are like, oh, I wonder what's going on here. But, that's neither here nor there. Oklahoma wins their game against Northwestern, the only Big Ten team in the Women's College World Series. Texas over UCLA. Oregon State is going to fall to Florida. And then you have Arizona, Oklahoma State. And it's shaping up to be a hopefully pretty good Women's College World Series. Getting a lot of blowouts in these first games, but I believe tomorrow, the loser of UCLA and Northwestern will play each other.
Okay.
Which should be a good game.
Yeah.
And then Oregon State will play the loser of Arizona and Oklahoma State. So Texas and
it's
Oklahoma.
Whoever wakes up angrier that's going to win.
Yeah, pretty much.
UCLA and
So
Northwestern.
Saturday, Texas and Oklahoma will go at it. They've gone at it all season. Texas broke Oklahoma's winning streak, super long winning streak, before the Big 12 tournament, and then Oklahoma State took down Oklahoma in the Big 12 tournament. So Oklahoma didn't even win their own conference, but they're the top overall seed. I think they only have 2 or 3 losses all season. So they're a really good squad. And honestly, if I was a betting man, which I am not because terrible, I would put all of my money on Oklahoma to win the Women's College World Series. It really seems as if they're a runaway train and there's nothing that can stop them.
I completely agree. After watching, I like we discussed it, I didn't follow all season. The very little that I have seen, I can tell you Oklahoma, there's probably nothing that can stop them. There's not, or the teams that I've seen, cannot amount to
No.
what Oklahoma. Because listen, Oklahoma has some phenomenal players on their bench.
Yes.
Like not even starters that are probably better than everyone else's starters. So that, I mean, she just recruits. I mean,
At
Oklahoma
such a high
is just
level.
Oklahoma has figured it out in the softball world.
They really get whoever they want. If
They do.
If in the softball world, it's kind of like Alabama in the football world. In the
Mhm.
softball world, if Oklahoma offers you, no matter who your home state school, you could be from Nebraska, you could be from Iowa, wherever you're at, your
Yeah.
home state school. If Oklahoma comes knocking, the home state school is pretty much like, well, we lost her.
Yeah.
You're not getting her.
Pretty much.
It's just
Though I
one
am
of those
kind of
things.
excited that Arizona's back in it. They've been in
It's been a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, for me growing up, Arizona was was like the powerhouse. Like they were in the World Series every year. Mike Candrea, actually one of my my high school softball coach, she played for Mike Candrea. She was a starting shortstop, and it was, I mean, it's just amazing. We even got to like go visit the facilities and all that stuff. It was really neat, but they were like top tier when I was in high school. So to see them at least still, because it's been a couple of years since they even made it to the College World Series.
Maybe. I don't.
Yeah,
Has it? Yeah, maybe. It's been a little bit.
yeah, and then it switched to like Arizona State a few years back,
Mhm.
and they were like consistently going.
Oklahoma State's made their run of late. I know they were
Yeah,
they
they've
were the
been-
unfortunate ousting by JMU last year.
Mhm.
Odyssey, I think it was the Odyssey Alexander dive to make the out at home plate that got
Oh, I
Oklahoma
remember
State
that, yes.
out of the tournament. So they've been kind of stewing on that for an entire year. And I'm like, oh,
That reminds me of the one, the basketball chick, where they like videoed her crying after the championship game.
Oh, the
and then
South Carolina player.
Yes,
Yep.
that's what that reminds me
And then
of.
she
I was
came
like-
back and she got him. So Oklahoma
and then
State
she's
is
like,
Oklahoma State is feeling themselves. They're on a roll. I know that their starting pitcher in the regional, at least, she pitched 12 innings and had 25 strikeouts
oh wow,
and only allowed 1 or 2 earned runs. She didn't pitch against Nebraska. They had their other pitcher pitch against Nebraska, but she pitched against Fordham and North Texas, and 12 innings, 25 strikeouts.
That's
Like
impressive.
no
Yeah.
runs allowed. So it's a blast. This Women's College World Series. Have you ever gone to Oklahoma City to watch it?
I did actually when I was getting recruited in Oklahoma, because I went to Langston for my junior year. I went during the College World Series, so we were able to go, and it's an experience, totally an experience. So they said I need to go to the
Men's College World Series.
Yeah, the baseball
out in Omaha.
Yes, so I think we're planning on going.
I've been to that for as long as I can remember.
Well, yeah,
have
you were
not-
telling me, and then
Yeah.
what's it called? Mick's son was telling me, like, he's like, hey, let's.
It's amazing. It's a
yeah, let's
fantastic
do it.
experience, but me and Rachel are trying to figure out a year where we can make it down to Oklahoma City for the Women's College World Series.
Oh yeah, no, that's an experience in itself. And
Because
it's
again,
just,
she
like, the
loves
energy.
softball, and I have grown to really enjoy watching softball myself.
Yes. Well, it's just the energy, like you guys say, it's so much fun in Omaha for the World Series and stuff, but there, like, it's just everyone's there to have a good time, cheer on their teams, and I mean, you're watching the best of the best, so it's a good time.
Were your teams chanting teams? Did you have chants and cheers?
Oh yes, absolutely. Well, one of my teams is like Bomb Squad, because we had a bunch of us that just like every time we went up to hit, like it was just like
Could be a home run. It's gonna be a home run.
basically. It was like, and then there was times like when we were all like, it'd be like, oh, Priscilla hit a home run. Oh, they hit a home run, and then like down the line, they got like 4 or 5 home runs, and even these are like against good teams and stuff. But that they just called us Bomb Squad because if it wasn't one, it was the other, and sometimes it was multiple of us. So it was good.
So
We had a long
you're a
list.
big cheer person. You enjoy the
Not
cheers.
me. I was in my little, I'm mad, don't no one talk to me. I'm a catcher. I gotta be mean and all that stuff. But I mean, I would cheer for my team, but I'm not like into the chanting. I'd always cheer for, individually, but the team chants, no, I didn't do that.
So you're more of so I take it you're more a fan of the power hitters as opposed to the ones that are hit for average and are just constantly.
No,
there.
I'm for on base percentage. Well, when I was playing, yes, power. I was just like, yeah, hit it as far as we can, right? Like hit it over the fence. I mean, that was the goal, like just to see who could hit it the furthest, right? Like we knew it was going to go over.
You just want to see how far it'll go.
Yeah. I mean, there's quite a few in my day where like I sent them like several feet from the fence. Not like, barely like, oh man.
Like it was gone.
Hit a car, maybe.
Like you saw it hit the ground past the fence.
Well, you probably didn't even see it hit the ground because it went so far. It's out of sight. I'm not kidding. We can go on Twitter and
We'll have to find some of those highlights. I don't know about that. I don't know if I believe you.
Listen, I told you about my biggest flex, right? My biggest flex, four at bats, 4 home runs.
I still don't believe it.
I mean, you can Google it.
I'm
gonna throw the Mickey J line. You can Google me.
Google it. Tweet it out. Go ahead, do it.
I'll do it.
You have to do it because I don't believe it. It's just not. It's not
I'll
something
find
that
it right now.
Truly believe. Okay, well you go ahead and do that. You were talking about earlier. We were talking about just talking about power, moving the fence back for softball.
Yes. I think it needs to be done. Why? I mean, with science and strength training and all that, it's not that it's easy because one, these pitchers are phenomenal, right? And their movement and their speed, like everything is just outrageous now. But with technology, the bat material, and like I said, athletes' strength. Yeah, I think it's time to move it back. We need to make the game a little bit more challenging, right? Not that it's not challenging right now, because it is in every aspect. But yeah, no, it's.
You just saying like, you've got girls hitting damn near 30 home runs a season.
Yeah, which is impressive,
which is
and
great. Yeah.
But like, let's make this harder. Like, what?
A little more challenging.
Yeah. Let it grow. Like, I don't know.
So as a catcher, what was like? Were you a pitch framer? Were you trying to, if it's out of the zone, you're trying to bring it back? And
no, I was a framer, but no, I was taught very early on not to move my hand. It's all wrist action, and that's probably why I have all of the problems I have now. But yes, I was talking to somebody, and they're like, "Oh, you were a catcher. Like, how bad are your knees?" I'm like, "No, I was taught. I was lucky that I had really good coaches. I was taught very good form in everything that I did, whether it was hitting, whether it was catching, whether it was throwing. Everything was very good. I mean, the stuff that I know now, if I like, especially like training, like weightlifting and all of that, if I would have at least made a little bit more effort, I would have been even better. You know what I mean? But yeah, no, I didn't have any knee problems and all that stuff. I mean, I did have back just from the pounding of like blocking. For some reason, all my pitchers were like low ball pitchers, so they'd always get it in the dirt and all that blocking and then all the pounding on my back. So I have back issues, but thankfully not knee.
No knee issues.
Yeah.
It's just your spine.
It's just my spine, which is like the most important.
Not important. I just have spine issues.
But at least I can not that I can really do anything anyways or any.
At least you can walk, right?
I mean,
you don't have your
some
knees
days.
Your knees aren't crickety. Cracking and crapping, snap, crackle, popping all over the place every time you walk, which is
no,
good.
I do cruise it. Yes, I do. There's a lot of crack pop,
snap, crackle, pop,
crackle,
everywhere.
pop.
And that's just the life of being an athlete and your body after not being athletic for long enough. My body's.
I'm trying to figure out why when I put my name in here, nothing but Mickey Joseph.
Oh no!
Stuff comes up, and I'm very upset because I'm using my maiden name. This is very upsetting.
He's taking it all.
What a jerk! I tell him not to include my maiden name for that specific reason.
So then his stuff doesn't pop up. So
Yes.
you can go back and reminisce.
Yeah, so I can look at my stuff and not his stuff.
See your 4 home runs.
So-
That is definitely not real.
Oh my God, I'm gonna look.
I really don't believe it. Look, when we come back from the break, maybe Priscilla will have been able to find it, and
I did.
we can see it, and she can tweet out her 4 home runs and 4 at bats.
Hold on, this might be it.
Up next on Behind the Game with PJ.
The Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council present the story of Cynthia and Ed.
My mother was always very active and independent, and she was familiar with her neighborhood. But one day, out of the blue, she stopped at the stop sign for much longer than usual. And she didn't know whether she should go forward or turn or just stay at the stop sign. She wasn't even really sure where she was at. She was very concerned. It was very unsettling for her.
It's important for you to talk to someone about it, to bring the family in on it. I felt so much better after my son told me, Mom, I don't want you to worry or be afraid. I'll be there for you and we'll figure it out.
When something feels different, it could be Alzheimer's. Now is the time to talk. Visit alz.org/ourstories to learn more. A message from the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
Put a frog in a pot of boiling water and it'll jump right out. But put a frog in a pot of cool water and slowly heat it up, that frog will boil. As a metaphor for us and all that we go through as veterans, it's a story that rings true. We learn to endure the heat in silence. We apply what we learn to life, the bills, the job, the family, things we're expected to handle with ease. When life heats up around us, we just try to stay afloat. We let the water boil. Reaching out isn't easy, but you've never been interested in easy. You joined because you were not afraid of hard work. You are not a frog. If you or a veteran you know needs support, don't wait until the water boils. Reach out. Find resources at va.gov/reach. That's va.gov/reach. Brought to you by the United States Department of Veterans Affairs and the Ad Council.
Something serious. I know you love me. I know you like using me wherever you are, but I feel like this isn't working out when you're driving. I know you may think that it's possible to focus both on me and the road, but I just don't feel the same way. I think we should spend time away from each other when you're driving. It's for the best.
Visit StopTextStopWrecks.org. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
Victor deployed for the first time to Afghanistan in 2003. At 4 a.m, my phone rang. They said, I regret to inform you that your husband was wounded in action. Victor sustained a moderate traumatic brain injury. I was doing school full-time, and I was also then caring for Victor. One of the most important elements of caregiving is taking care of yourself. I just didn't want to forget that I also had goals and that I also had a life. What I did is I challenged Victor to meet me halfway. There are almost 6 million military and veteran caregivers across the nation. We have our own journey, and we can fulfill that journey at the same time that we are helping our loved one.
Visit aarp.org/caregiving for a free military veterans guide to navigate your caregiving journey and better care for your loved one and yourself. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
And we're live here outside the Perez family home, just waiting for and there they go, almost on time this morning. Mom is coming out the front door strong with a double-arm kid carry. Looks like Dad has the bags. Daughter is bringing up the rear. Oh, but the diaper bag wasn't closed. Diapers and toys are everywhere. Ooh, but Mom has just nailed the perfect car seat buckle for the toddler. And now the eldest daughter, who looks to be about 9 or 10, has secured herself in the booster seat. Dad zips the bag closed, and they're off. But looks like Mom doesn't realize her coffee cup is still on the roof of the car. And there it goes. Oh, that's a shame. That mug was a fam favorite.
Don't sweat the small stuff. Just nail the big stuff.
like making sure your kids are buckled correctly in the right seat for their age and size. Learn more at nhtsa.gov/the right seat.
Visit nhtsa.gov/the right seat.
Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
In every office, there's two types of people. There are those who bring in bagels and those who eat the bagels that someone else brought in. Everybody likes the first person. Be that first person. Weekday mornings at 7:30, you have a chance to win a business box of bagels from Bagels & Joe. All you have to do is shut up, Sipple. 2 questions for you, 2 for Sip. Win, and the bagels are yours. Lose, well, you don't want to lose.
You lost Monday, you lost Wednesday, you're a loser.
Shut up, Sipple. Weekday mornings at 7:30, brought to you by Bagels & Joe.
I grew up hearing that women are bad with money. But like many of you, I spent years paying bills, managing checking accounts, and taking care of my family. So turns out women are pretty good with money after all. And now I'm taking control of my financial future by saving for retirement. It's never too late to start, and there's a great website to help you. Check out WeSaySaveIt.org and jumpstart your retirement savings on your budget and your timeline. That's WeSaySaveIt.org. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
What I know about courage, I learned from my adoptive mom. She said sometimes you just gotta hold on and know we'll get through this. Mom, we are so high up. Hold my hand.
No, you hold my hand.
Here we go.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. You can't imagine the reward. Visit adoptuskid.org to find out more.
I learned patience from my adoptive dad. All he had to say was,
"Hey, you got this. Just breathe." Hey, we're pretty good.
Yeah.
Might have to start a band.
I got it.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. You can't imagine the reward. Visit adoptuskids.org to find out more. This message is brought to you by Adopt US Kids, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and the Ad Council.
Behind the Game with PJ with Priscilla Joseph on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back. Second segment, second hour. Behind the Game with PJ.
We're back.
We've got the game turned on. Oregon State did not have enough. Fell to Florida. They knocked out Florida's pitcher in the first inning, though. What was it? She pitched 1 inning. I think she might have gotten through the inning. Gave up 4 hits, 2 walks, and an earned run. They got her. They ran her out, and then they did not score after that. The next pitcher just shut them out. So Florida victorious over Oregon State, 7-1. Up next, we have Arizona and Oklahoma State starting, I don't know how long, in a little bit. It won't be 8:30 like they said because it's 8:31. But it will be starting shortly. I don't know, like half an hour, 45 minutes after that game ended. So we'll see how long it takes, but that one will be back. Priscilla, I wanted to ask you, you said you played baseball before you played softball.
I did.
What's up with that? Why you were playing baseball?
I did. Well, it's because I grew up with nothing but like boy cousins, and my dad was a coach, my uncle was a coach, and they were wanting to coach like that. I mean, they're like, "Oh, well, we're just gonna coach you. You're gonna play baseball." So, from like t-ball all the way till I was 12, where my dad's like, he tried registering me to play on his team again. Or actually to play on a team, and my brother had just told him that he was no longer going to play, and he's like, yeah, you gotta go play softball now. And I was like, what's softball? And then I was like, wait, like ball size difference is like
the ball is bigger,
way bigger. And then I went and I did slow pitch then, like at first, and then I was like, yeah, no, Dad, I can't do this. So then I started just doing like rec softball, and then I was just like way better than everybody else. So by the time I was 15, when I was 15, I was playing with like the 18-year-olds. And then that's when I just kept going. I was a lot better at basketball, actually.
Really?
Yeah. But
you decided to pursue softball.
Softball was like in my blood, and like, baseball and like
just bat and ball sport.
Yeah. I mean, as soon as you could walk, you had a bat and a glove in your hand. Yeah. It was, all right, you can walk. All right, then you can swing the bat. So we did that. But and basketball, I liked it. I just didn't like all the touching.
You're like, if I could just stay away from all of you,
Like,
that would
if
be
you
great.
could just not touch me because the basketball's on the other side of the court,
Just please leave me
then
alone.
we would be good. But why are you touching me? The ball's over there. Like, I would always tell, like, the
Get away from me.
ball is over there. God, you might get it. I'm like, no, I'm not gonna get it. Go.
So it was like, I feel bad because I don't remember her name, but there was a couple years ago, the Little League World Series. There was a team that had a girl pitching for them.
Mm-hmm.
How excited were you to see that?
Oh my God, I loved it. And I love that that there's still parents that are, or even like girls that are wanting to play baseball and stuff like that, because I mean, they have the exact same thing for girls softball, but it's not televised on that platform, right? Like,
you can catch it, but you have to look for it.
Exactly.
I
mean,
found
that's
it
what
like
I'm saying, at that platform.
Yeah, I
right?
found it a couple years ago. I was like, oh, there's a Little League Girls World Series.
Yeah.
They played it in Washington.
Yes.
And I was watching and I go, this is cool. Like, why is this not a thing?
Yeah. I mean, they've had World Series since I've been playing and stuff, but it's just like not at. I had someone Rebecca actually asked me, she's like, why do you think women's sports just aren't watched? What is it? I don't think it's a thing. I think it's society has made us all believe that men are like powerhouses, that they're just more entertaining. And it's
just more fun to watch a male sport than a female sport. That's what it is.
And I think society has done that, where like, if people, even if you're not like a baseball or softball fan, if you just literally just watch a whole series until commercial of a softball game, I will tell you probably will be glued to.
If you like baseball, you will love softball.
Yes,
that's kind of my thought, because I never really watched softball until I met my wife, and she introduced me a lot. She introduced me to volleyball and softball and all that. I didn't really pay attention to those, and I'm like, these are fun to watch. Like, why have I not been watching these before? So now I'm hooked to volleyball. I'm hooked to softball, and they're amazing sports to watch. And I think more people should get more into it. And then what really helped, at least around here, with the softball aspect, I mean, the volleyball thing's always been a thing around here, but the softball aspect of things was how great the team was this year. And it's not like they haven't been great before, but just this team, for some reason, just caught the eye of a lot of people around town. And it happened with the women's basketball program as well.
It makes a difference when you have teams, because listen, I've been on teams that are like very personable, right? Like, this just like, you have all of these people gravitating to like certain personalities, like all the time. And when you have a team full of that, and you're winning, and you know what I mean? Like, it's electrifying. It's something that you not just want to go and watch on TV. It's like, no, I want to be there. Like, I want to be at the facility. I want to be at the field. I want to watch them, because then you get the girls' energy, you get all of that. And it's just like, man, then they start winning, and then you get more excited. Like, listen, at one of the games, Melania's like, you need to come to this like by yourself. And I'm like, yeah, because you guys are like over here like wanting my attention, and I want to just watch the game.
Let me pay attention to this.
Yes. So it's just, but I don't know what my kids are gonna do. They're just we're going with the flow. I hope one day she just like falls in love with it, wakes up one day and just is like in love with it. And then I can die and go to heaven, because that's what I really want. But I'm not one of those parents that like, I'm going to press it on her. Because like, as soon as I found out I was having a girl, they're like, oh my God, she's going to be a softball player. And I'm like, is she?
She might not be.
Like, she might not be. Like, I don't know. But I'm not willing, because I like.
Would you like her to be? Yeah, that would be awesome. But you're not going to force it on her.
Right. I mean, like I said, like, I saw my dad do that to my brother. And then at 12, my brother was like,
I'm done.
You see, that's cool, right? But like, I don't want you breathing down my neck all the time, and you don't make it fun. Like, I literally told Mickey, I was like, I won't be able to coach her. Like, we bump heads about like clothes, like not important things, right? Not that, I mean, softball is very important, but it's like, if I were to coach her, I'm way too hard on her.
Yeah.
like
you'd be like, look, you need to get this right.
Yes. And she like turns into like a little melting glob when I even like if I'm like, okay, that was great, but you got to do this, and she's like, I'm like, and then like I know I have to tread very lightly, and I've figured that out already. So kudos to mommy for figuring that out.
Hooray.
But that's not me, right? Like I'm like,
we gotta fix this.
We gotta fix it like now. And I don't want, like she'll just keep doing it. And I'm like, no, we're creating bad habits. And I don't want to create bad habits. So he's like, no, what you have to do is like, you're going to have to find somebody that you
Somebody
like that can coach her.
Somebody you trust that has all that, and you can give it to them and they can figure it out.
And I think eventually I might be able to, like once she gets older, we'll be able to do stuff at home together and stuff. But like right now, we clash.
So like you said it earlier, your brother, like the getting burnt out of a sport because your parents forced you. I've noticed that a lot with some people where it's a certain sport where, especially high school kids that decide to specialize in one sport, like they don't play other sports. Like if they're a basketball player, they just focus on basketball solely. Maybe they get an offer and they go somewhere for college. Maybe they play a year or two, and then they're like, I don't like this anymore because I've been focusing on this for my entire life as long as I can remember, and I'm just tired of it. Did you ever have any of that when you were coaching? Like, was anybody like hyper focused on softball for the longest time, and at some point they were like, I don't think I want to do this anymore?
Yeah. Not so much. I've had a couple when I was coaching, but like mostly with the girls that I played with, because I didn't start playing club until I was 15, and they were playing like at 9. So even by the time like I joined, they're like, yeah, no, we're like, they didn't even want to finish high school. Like as senior, they're like,
and that was the only sport they were doing. They weren't doing any other.
That was the only sport that we're doing. And they're like, I'm like, you have all of these offers. Like, where are you going? They're like, oh no, I'm not. I already told my parents I'm not playing in college. I'm like,
that's crazy.
And that's what I try to tell parents nowadays is like, you're devoting all of this money, right? Because now it's all about private lessons and getting them training and all that stuff, which is great. Like I recently just talked to a mom, and she's like, we were like, okay, let's try different sports. But she just kept coming back to softball. She's like, but mommy, I really, like she'd have her glove in her hand. She'd have a ball. Listen, there's very few kids that are like that are
happens. Like hyper focused on one.
Hyper focused, and that's the love is coming from within, and that's all they can think about, and that's all they want to do. But when you have when you're forcing that on kids, by the time that they're seniors, listen, and if they don't tell you when they're seniors, by sophomore year in college, they're gonna be like, I'm done. And they walk away, and it's like, for what? I spent thousands and thousands of dollars. Like I only started playing, and my parents spent thousands of dollars on me, right? But I was able to, it pay for a lot of my college and all of that stuff. And I don't know. I just think if you have many doors open, and by junior and senior year, narrowed it down to 2 that are in 2 different seasons, if that works that way, right? If not, then I don't know. I had my basketball coach. Because I was like, I'm playing basketball, but my senior year, he's like, if you're not devoted to basketball, you can't play on my varsity team. And I was like, peace out.
Bye.
Like I was not willing to let go of softball.
Yeah.
But I was like, I deserve to be on the varsity team. And he was just like, no, like everyone on varsity is like, their sport. Yeah, like this is their sport. And I'm like,
that's
not fair to me.
That's not fair to a kid, because you have kids who have high level offers from colleges in one sport, but they enjoy playing other sports, and you have I haven't heard of any colleges that have told a player like, you can't play that sport. Like if you're committed to us, you can't play. So if you have football players who also play basketball, who also run track, there's a lot of coaches that are like, yeah, go ahead. Like that's fine. It'll get your body. It'll keep your body in shape where you're not just doing football workouts all of the time. You're working on different muscle groups. You're working on, your brain, your mental capacity is changing for different things. So your body knows to move in different ways, not just in a football way. So it would help out to do more sports. And you see it. They do it every year after the NFL draft. They compare how many players just did football
Mm-hmm.
in high school to go to college, how many players did 2 sports, how many players did 3, and then they pick out the sports like, oh, a bunch of offensive linemen also wrestled, and that's a lot of coaches look for offensive linemen that wrestle because it teaches you how to get leverage. A lot of the skill position, running backs, wide receivers, corners, safeties, also ran track. It works on your speed and all of that type of stuff. Quarterbacks and they play basketball. So
Yep.
it's just playing different sports would help you in so many different aspects, but you have players, athletes whose parents are like, look, you're
And
really
coaches.
coaches, you're
Mhm.
really good at this, so block out all the other
Yeah.
stuff. You need to focus on this and focus on this only. And if you do that for long enough, at a certain point, you're just like, I don't want to do this anymore.
Then you don't no longer feel fulfilled. And that's how I felt like that for a long time, where it was just like, why do I have to pick? Why can't I do both? And they were in separate seasons. Well, like basketball would roll into softball. So that was the only issue. But essentially they're in 2 different seasons.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'd never understood it. And I was like, but it's getting me ready for softball. And I don't know. So we're choosing to let them decide, let them try. Like she wants to try. I'm just, like I said, I'm not the cool mom. I'm not the nice mom. I'm the, we're not doing that. Like she's not allowed to do cheer. Sorry. Not sorry. Dance. We can dance at home. We cheer for daddy every weekend. No one taught you how to cheer for daddy. I'm not going to pay somebody to teach you how to cheer.
Uh-huh.
So no offense. I know cheerleaders do more than just cheer and do flips and all that.
All the competitive cheer.
The competitive,
That's
which
different.
we would never let her do.
Scary.
Yes. Very scary. But so no, not saying that you guys just cheer, but my child will not do that. And I also tell her, I'm like, you're just really athletic and I don't want to waste that to cheer. I'd rather see you go play soccer or volleyball or softball
Or some
or
type of sport. Be nice.
Yeah.
Be nice. I'm not going to force
So I'm
it on
just
you.
not the cool mom. Like, okay, yeah, you can do whatever you want. No,
You can do whatever you want within reason.
Yes.
That's what that is. Okay, well,
I mean, I didn't pick Mickey Joseph for not good reason. I knew he was an athlete. I knew I was going to make an athletic child. So I was like, yeah, we're not just going.
Here we go.
Now go do something.
There. You can walk now. Go be athletic.
Yes.
That's what that is. All right, we're going to our final break here on Behind the Game with PJ. Again, get in contact with us, 402-464-5685. If you have any questions in this final segment for Priscilla, for myself, go ahead, throw them up on the Starter Heyman Jewelers text line. Give us a call, Honda of Lincoln Hotline, or leave us a comment, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Starter Heyman Jewelers live video stream. Final break, Behind the Game with PJ. Up next again.
It's the weekend. Do you know where your kids are? The dangers of alcohol, marijuana, and other controlled substances are bad enough. They become even worse when teens get behind the wheel or catch a ride with an impaired driver. Parents, it's time to start what could be a life-saving conversation with your kids about the dangers of underage drinking and drug use. Learn more at coalitionrx.org. Paid for by federal grant dollars through Nebraska DHHS and Region 6 Behavioral Healthcare. Aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
You want to feel important. You want to be a part of something bigger, something that matters and can help change things. You want to feel like you belong. We know. We felt that way too. And that's why we did something about it. We aren't just Army National Guard soldiers. We are normal people just like you. And together, we can make a difference. Take on your legacy. Visit NationalGuard.com to find out more.
Sponsored by the Nebraska Army National Guard. Aired by the Nebraska Broadcasters Association at this station.
Hi, this is Dave Osted from Osted's Golf. Let us make this your best season yet. Voted a top 100 fitter by Golf Digest, our master fitters have been trained by the same guys that build clubs for PGA pros like Rory, Tiger, DJ, and Jordan. Have old clubs? Trade them in Osted's Value Guide, or have our club specialists get your clubs swinging like new. Go to our website and make your fitting appointment. You're a click away from a better golf game. Play better, have fun, and shop Osted's.
I get it, slip it, cuff it, check it twice a day.
I get it, slip it, cuff it, check it in the morning and before dinner.
I get it, slip it, cuff it, check it, and share it with my doctor. Nearly 1 in 2 U.S. adults have high blood pressure. That's why it's important to self-monitor your blood pressure in 4 easy-to-remember steps. It starts with a monitor.
Now that I know my blood pressure numbers, I talked with my doctor. We're getting those numbers down.
Get it, slip it, cuff it, check it. Talk to doctor now and share it.
Be next to talk to your doctor about your blood pressure numbers. Get down with your blood pressure. Self-monitoring is power. Learn more at manageyourbp.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council, the American Heart Association, and the American Medical Association, in partnership with the Office of Minority Health and Health Resources and Services Administration.
Look out, world, we're getting strong. The future's here and we belong. She can STEM, she can do more. Like build a rocket and watch it soar. Clean the oceans and make the world a better place. Oh, she can STEM, so can you. Find a cure, invent something new. There's no challenge in the world that she can't face. She can STEM.
Learn more at She Can STEM. A message brought to you by the Ad Council.
If you came across someone struggling with hunger, how would you recognize them? By their clothes, their age, the way they speak? Would you notice a 16-year-old boy who got his first job,
not for extra spending money, but to help feed his little sisters?
or a mother who's in between jobs and sometimes goes to bed hungry so her kids can have dinner? Or a 14-year-old girl who signs up to every after-school activity not to make friends, but just to get something to eat? Or a retiree who fell ill and had to choose
between getting medicine or groceries.
I am the 1 in 8 Americans who struggle with hunger. People you pass by every day but never knew were hungry. I am hunger in America.
Hunger can be hard to recognize. Learn why at IamHungerInAmerica.org. Brought to you by Feeding America, 200 Food Banks Strong, and the Ad Council.
Victor deployed for the first time to Afghanistan in 2003. At 4 in the morning, my phone rang. They said, "I regret to inform you that your husband was wounded in action." Victor sustained a moderate traumatic brain injury. I was doing school full-time, and I was also then caring for Victor. One of the most important elements of caregiving is taking care of yourself. I just didn't want to forget that I also had goals and that I also had a life. What I did is I challenged Victor to meet me halfway. There are almost 6 million military and veteran caregivers across the nation. We have our own journey, and we can fulfill that journey at the same time that we are helping our loved one.
Visit aarp.org/caregiving for a free military veterans guide to navigate your caregiving journey and better care for your loved one and yourself. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
Neil Armstrong waited 6 hours and 39 minutes to step onto the surface of the moon. Jackie Robinson waited 20 months to play his first game with the Brooklyn Dodgers. And even DiCaprio had to wait 22 years to win an Oscar. You can wait until your destination. Don't text and drive.
Visit StopTextStopWrecks.org. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
I was in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean when it happened. There was a sudden jolt and our submarine crashed on the seafloor. We were in total darkness.
That's Dr. Dejana Figueroa, a marine biologist and STEM teacher, talking about a deep sea dive she'll never forget.
It's funny, when I was a kid, I was afraid of the ocean. And there I was, 2 miles below the surface. But as a scientist, you prepare for that. Using our training and a little creativity, we fixed the sub and finished our experiments. The dive was just too important. Every dive gives us glimpses at things few people ever get to see. Glowing creatures, fiery undersea volcanoes. When we got back to the surface, I kissed the ground and called my mom, of course. But you know what? I wouldn't trade that dive for anything.
Dr. Figueroa uses her passion for STEM to discover new things and make the world a better place. She can STEM, so can you. Check out She Can STEM for more stories and inspiration. A message from the Ad Council.
Back to Behind the Game with PJ on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back to the Final segment behind the game with PJ. My mic just fell. What the? Please stay. What are you doing?
I'm done.
Don't do that.
I'm done working for today.
Final segment behind the game with PJ. 93.7 The Ticket, theticketfm.com. You probably can't see because I made sure you can't see it, but right here, this is the Women's College World Series going on right now. Arizona, Oklahoma State. They were just showing Arizona's path to the WCWS. 0-8 start in conference play. Dropped out of the top 25 for the first time since 2014.
Wow.
And then rattled off 18 of 20 wins. Swept their way through the regional and the super regional. And here they are playing Oklahoma State. And Kelly Maxwell, who in her 3 wins in the NCAA tournament this year has 41 strikeouts.
Yes.
3 wins, no earned runs, 41 strikeouts.
Yep. But Caitlin Lowe got them to the World Series in her first.
Caitlin Lowe, Arizona's head coach. First season
as head coach.
As head coach, gets them to the Women's College World Series. Attaway.
I'm telling you, coaching now is I'm
stacked.
Yeah.
All of them.
But you know what also helps that is exciting though is that after these players that after they're done playing, they want to.
They want to coach.
Yeah. They want to keep the progression of softball getting better and better. And with them staying in the game and at these schools, I mean, that's why these games are amazing. That's why these players are phenomenal. Because it's just rotating in. It's going from player to coach. They can relate. They can understand. And that I'm sure she gave them. I mean, Caitlin Lowe was in the World Series, so she's like, "Listen, I've been here. I know how to get here. I know what it takes, and
I know exactly what you need.
I'm going to get us there.
We
right?
got this.
As long as y'all believe, we're going to get back in."
And it seems like that's exactly what they did. Look at them. Look at Arizona.
Yes.
Got to upset their way into it. They beat Mississippi State, which I think they were ranked. Arizona and Oregon State are the 2 non-ranked teams in the Women's College World Series, which is just wild.
Wild. I love
because a lot of people want to say, a lot of people think, especially with women's sports, it's usually just chalk. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The ranked teams will win. You don't have to worry about that.
Oh no.
Although in this instance, if Oklahoma doesn't win, that'd be extremely surprising.
Yeah, especially this year.
They're stacked.
Yeah.
There's just not you can't beat them, right?
Although
Texas and Oklahoma State found a way during the regular season,
You're right,
I guess.
They did.
So that was the thing. We got 30 seconds.
Listen, I'm just going to say it, but it's anyone's game on any given day.
Yes.
I used to tell my girls all the time. They might have a better record. They may be better, but today might be the day Jesus goes.
Anybody can get roughed up, but
yes,
that's it for us. Fantastic show. Thank you.
Another one in the books.
Let's do it again next week.
Let's do it.
See ya.